Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be sharing my meal prep. I actually did quite a bit and it's a little bit lumpy. I don't know. It's a little bit odd, but I'm happy to share it with you because I actually did it and yeah, I'm pretty happy with myself. So let's get going. Making split pea soup. My son requested it. So I have broth and split peas. And then I'm going to put in some ham, some onions and celery, if I can find carrots, and then some salt and pepper and paprika. So here we go with some salt. With the other stuff. Alright, so I had a little bit of a problem with the camera and I goofed, so I'm just gonna tell you, I cut up some onion, some celery, and some ham and put that in here. And I didn't put the paprika in because I don't know where it is, so I'm gonna look for it and then I'm gonna add it after I'm done cooking it. So now it's ready to go in the Instant Pot and cook for supper. Alright, now we're doing Dijon mustard chicken. So it's gonna be salt and pepper, a bit salt and pepper. Okay, so I started with quinoa and there's corn in here and there's some onions and all that stuff. Then I have chicken and then I'm going to pour in some salsa. I'm just trying to use up what's in my bread, just to use it up. And then there's egg whites. Let's see if I can get this stupid container open. My goodness. they come up in just fine in the next one? Okay. So, put that in there. This is like it's supposed to be a casserole of some sort, so half of these. I think that's probably about half. And then, let's see, chili powder. I'm just doing this this container because I don't want to have to dirty another dish. I have so many dishes right now. Garlic. Let's see. Someday I'm gonna grab cinnamon and really regret it. I know it. It's one of those things where you just know what you're gonna do. Alright, pepper. And then some salt. Alright. And then I'm gonna mix this up. Let's see if I got that in. My little spatula's in. And get it going. But this is actually something I can eat if it wasn't for the egg whites, if I had done with duck eggs, but my family will get to enjoy it and it'll be just fine. I can't make everything for myself, but there we go. All ready? Okay, so now I'm going to attempt to make fish cakes. And I find this laughable because I'm terrible at it, but we'll see. So I ground up the meat. And then it's actually an extremely simple recipe with lemongrass. So this is like the lemongrass I grew. And then some cilantro leaves. And then it says some lemon zest. I don't have any, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of lime. So let's see if I can actually, let's see how we do. It smells really good. But yeah. I hate making patties. So there we are. I'm just going to cook that one. And that's it. So let's go. Okay, so this is my soup for the week. I'm making, I believe it is bean, bacon, and butternut soup. I've made this before a long time ago, obviously. And then I'm going to put the beans in later because I forgot to cook them, so I'm cooking them out now. But in here is butternut squash, water, bacon, garlic, and onion. So that's just going to cook up for a while until the beans are ready. So there we go. Oh, I cooked up the butternut squash in my Instant Pot just to make it a little faster. All right, so now I'm making the brown gravy stew, and I have the beef broth in there. I'm putting in some yellow potatoes, and the reason I'm doing that is because I don't have any radishes. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm okay with it being a crossover. I'm not that particularly picky about it. I just want good food that's not gonna be bad for me. So I have these potatoes, and then in a minute I will put in the carrots, and I think I have stew meat, and I have some celery. So it'll take me just a minute to get all that in here. I am not a huge stew fan, and here I am making this recipe. But for whatever reason it appeals right now. It's a little chilly outside, and I'm thinking this would be really good. So, here's the potatoes. Let me get the carrots. Get out of the carrots. And then, let's see. Got the stew meat. Actually, I probably don't need to break it up, do I? Let's see, what else do I need? That's right, I need to put the celery in there. And the celery is actually celery that I have. I didn't pick it all yet because celery is frost hardy. So I figured, why pick it? I can still have it outside, keeping it fresh for me, and then I'll just pick it when I need it. And so, alright, and I am going to just, because I think it's supposed to be just sliced up, so I'm just going to take my scissors and slice it up like this. Makes it a little easier. And then I have quite a few of the leaves in here. And that's fine. I don't think it'll matter. So I'm just going to cut it all up. And then I have to put in a few spices, mix it up, and turn it on. And then I will have another meal. This could go in the slow cooker or the Instant Pot. I'm just doing the Instant Pot because I just want to get it made and be done. So, alright. Now let's do, it says onion and garlic powder. So I have onion powder. It's probably enough. And then I will get my garlic powder. I actually got it out before and put it back in thinking I had some already. But obviously I didn't, so there we go. And then, let's see, black pepper and salt. And I think it says to do some cayenne pepper, but I am actually going to wait on that. Because, actually I might put a little bit in, but not a whole lot. My problem is I will add too much. Just like I don't like to add salt to stuff. I tend to over salt it, and then my kids get irritated. So the other day I added salt to salt. Oh, I made a split pea soup and I added the salt, and my kids were like, it's too much. And I'm like, see, this is why I don't add salt. I don't know why I do that either, but let's get this mixed up. It says after I do this, I believe, to take some of the broth out and then put it in the blender to make a thicker broth. So I think I'll probably end up doing that later, but hopefully this works. This is like the ultimate comfort food, I think. I'm kind of excited to try it. And I'm not a huge fan of stew stuff, but there we are. Alright, so this is my last one. It's the teriyaki beef. So I'm going to put the beef in. And then it says to add the onions. And then I have garlic. I have to do my garlic crust. It's actually 6 things of garlic. There we go. That was only 2. This recipe calls for ginger, but I can't have ginger, so I'm going to skip that ingredient. And I'm sure it's delicious, I just can't have it. Alright, one more. Okay, let's see. Get this all in there. And then I have to mix up the sauce and pour that in, and then we can turn it on. There we are. So, alright. Okay. Alright, so get this out of the way, and I will get the blender cup and put in what I need to make the sauce. I've made this recipe before, and I thought it was pretty good. So I'm making it again. There we go. I had to go wash it because it was dirty. So we have a half a cup of soy sauce. I don't do soy sauce. I do this tamari. So let's do a half a cup of this. Of a cup. It says rice vinegar, but I'm going to use apple cider. Yeah. My dog, she's gonna get the lid. I don't think so. Alright, and then we have 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. 1, 2, and then we have 1/4 cup of water. Okay, let's see what else we have. And we have the sweetener. I'm not using stevia. Okay, let's see what else. That's it. It says red pepper flakes. I'm gonna put it in that later. That's one thing I don't put in right away. So I'm gonna mix this up and throw it in. Okay, I mixed it up. I'm gonna pour it on here. I think I'm gonna get. Was I supposed to put? Add the goosey, but it says it's optional, so I'm going to not add it because I forgot. And if I need it, I'll just take some out and do it at the end. So there we go. I'm just gonna cook it now. Okay, so I have my beef stew and I have it portioned out into 4 portions, and then I have the beef broccoli teriyaki, and it's again portioned into 4. And then I have the soup, which has like 8 servings. This one's probably 3, and then I have 3 more right here, and then my husband and I ate a portion. So that should be good for our lunches and our suppers for a few days. So there we are. Now for my next act, I am going to make the strawberry banana smoothie from Trim Healthy Future. So it says, just put everything in the blender and go. So, using up my bananas. So here we go. Let's see. Well, my banana has all these string things on it because it's getting. There we go. Alright. And then it says 12 strawberries. It says strawberries from the garden. Protein powder. Should have opened these packages first. Didn't realize they were going to stick that hard. That's what I'm using if I can figure out where I put it here. I'm trying to use my xylitol because I have several dogs. I'd rather not use that much. Let's see. I need salt and pepper. They have that powder. Usually my salt is right there. Here it is. Okay, 2 pinches. So 1, 2, 3 for good measure, I guess. Alright, 2 tablespoons of baobab powder. This is a little weird. It has no ice cube in it. Huh. I just assumed that most smoothies do, so. Alright, now I'll blend it up. Okay, so I am most excited about the soup. I wish I had done something a little bit different, though. They didn't recommend, like, blending up the squash, and I wish that I had done that because it would have tasted better. And I didn't soak my beans. I just cooked them in the Instant Pot, and I wish that I had soaked them and just waited to add them because they would have been better. They weren't terrible. I just think I like them softer. So they weren't falling apart soft like I wanted them to be. And throwing in the cauliflower without cooking it worked just fine. I had some bags of veggies that I used and it worked out just fine. It was just a little bit weird, but I'm glad it worked. I didn't bother to do riced cauliflower. I just put in cauliflower pieces, so that worked. And yeah, everything turned out really well. I didn't have any duds. The smoothie was really good. So anyway, I enjoyed all of my recipes and I'm happy to share it with you. Have you tried any of these recipes? Since most of mine, or should I say half of them, I think, came from the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. So if you've tried any of the recipes, let me know. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time. Bye.